Okay. Well. Welcome to to the man in three reads again, and I am sitting here with a good cup of coffee and having a great time here in Thailand right now. This is the last week. I will be here, so it is both in a way it it is both sad but also really satisfying to come home to my apartment again in Stockholm, Sweden. Yes, and today I am going to talk to you about my 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 life as a reader. Um, I have always been reading, uh, and my 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 name my name is Stefan, and 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 I have cerebral palsy. So that's one important piece in the puzzle why I am so into books and reading and writing and stuff like that. Uh, because as you know, as you can see, I don't can I cannot use my fingers and hands in 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 a, in an appropriate way. So and and also my my well okay, in my entire life I have read I oh, it it's only the first childhood years that I didn't read because I couldn't read, but my mother read to me, and even my father uh, provided me with stories from his part of Sweden. It was very much about trolls and elves and 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 fairies and stuff like that too. So I I have been drained in I have been uh, somewhat uh, yeah, trained in in this kind of telling telling art, so to speak, oral telling art, so to speak. My my mother was a good good storyteller, and my father was also a very entertaining teller of stories, storytellers. Both of them were. But when I came up in the years 11 to to the preteen years, so to speak, I started to read uh, boys and 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 girls books. Mostly it was Swedish books like the Detective of Twin Detectives. I suppose they are they are called abroad if they should have been published somewhere else than in Sweden. But it was the kind of books like Nancy Drew and the Hardy Brothers. If you can remember those books, those kind of books, and that started my journey into the detective stories and crime fiction stories. Later on, it was the Sherlock Holmes stories that and that sparkled my interest, and the the one thing that sparkled that interest was that the 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 Granada, the enormous and prestigious and very well executed, produced uh, Granada series of Sherlock Holmes with Jeremy Brett in the in the main character. Yeah, uh, I I was in the right spot of of that series. It was when I was around 16, 15, 16 years old a- as they came out, these fantastic productions. Well, uh, after that, I started to collect crime fiction books, mostly in Swedish, translated to Swedish, and stuff like that. And then after that, my entire I so I am I am pretty well, well, I know pretty well much of the, the crime fiction development during the whole 20th century and 21st century as well. Well, so this is most mystery madness, and I am now on the end status of 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 two books that I am going to to show you and review later this week. Yeah. And also, that was my story of how I get into the crime fiction and stuff like that. I hope you all have a great time and happy reading.